All right, moving quickly here. I got a ship coming by me. I'm trying to catch. But this is a good example of how quickly you can get the drone up in the air. Right? He's right in front of me there. Of course, he's moving quick. Here we go. Looks like they're testing me today. Slow down. He's moving pretty good. American Mariner. Not Mariner. Yep, this is the test. Okay, get him going. Whoopsie daisy. Get the drone. All right, it's doing something. Testing me like crazy here. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Get my Googles on. It is looking for the satellites. I'm gonna be okay. Still looking for the satellites. Come on. I should get that in there.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Yeah. Now I gotta share the screen in here. Right, display on drone. Need to charge. All right. Hold on, man. He's going too fast. I want to do this. This. Here we go. Taking off. Up, up, and away.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
You guys ready? Start recording. What, a little bit? I'm going to switch it to this, actually. Oh, that's better. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Let's go fly a kite. Look at that. We're going to get him. Yes, this is the DJI Mini 2 as well. But he's moving quick. He's moving quick. Okay, that's a good height. Oh, we're going to zoom in here. I can give you a nice view. Look at that. Far away and zooming in. And it's a digital zoom, which you will lose some resolution, but I suspect you just haven't noticed really yet. All right. He's moving pretty good. He's moving pretty good. I don't know if I'll be able to catch him. There it is. Working hard at catching this guy. It is windy. It says about 11 kilometer an hour winds, but it's more than that. A little trouble with. Sideways here. You can actually zoom out now because we've caught up pretty good. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. He's in a hurry, though, I'll tell you that. I'm going to see if I can get to the other side here. This is a really good example, though. Like, I got down here and I was like, oh, crap, there he is. And I had the stream up and going in a matter of minutes. We are a fair ways away. There's the strong wind warning I've been waiting for. I probably broke one of my own rules.
Maximum flight distance reached.
Yeah. Fine. I'm going to stop real quick recording and get a picture there and there. It's pretty awesome. We are a ways away. Barely see me. Where am I? Yeah, there I am. Pretty cool. Very cool, actually. All right. Thank you very much. Turn around now. About as far as I can go with not really keeping my visual line of sight. Yep. And I'm old, so start making our way back. The DJI Mini 2 is a fantastic drone. And I know the DJI Mini SE just came out. We got 17 satellites. That's not bad. We got a strong signal, so we're okay. Let's see what else might be coming our way. Very quickly down to 72%. I didn't even check the wind direction, which I'm going to say it's coming from the southwest. What else we got out there? A boat. This is one of my favorite spots to fly. There's I try to keep it unique and different every time, but this is just a great spot. It's wide part of the river. The ships go all along down here, so we can go into Sarnia and catch the bridges and stuff, but this is just always a great spot to fly. There's fishermen around and boat launching going on, and yeah. Let's get a little closer to home. So Seth, you just bought a drone. Have you got it yet? Have you had it up in the air yet? Let's get her back up a little higher. See what else we can find here. That's a beautiful part of where I live. Let's go over here. Got good signal today. I've been out here earlier this week and was having a bit of signal trouble. Close to home. There you are. Curious what this is. That's part of the golf course. Yes. Alright, starting to get some. Alright. Let's turn around. There's that signal loss I was worried about. This is beautiful. And we've only been up, we're like 11 and a half minutes into the broadcast. Hang on, folks. All right. Sorry to interrupt. My son called me there. So, got to take those calls, right? All right. So, we're up in the air. Pretty good still. I'm going to stop that. That's kind of a nice picture. Switch over. Let's take a shot of that. Another shot there. There's that boat way out there. I don't know if there's any more coming here. Let's get my marine traffic app out here. Love flying the drone. Oh, there's a boat. Snapshot. Switch over. There we go. Check in. He's moving pretty good too. There's another one crossing in front of him, I believe. We're just kind of right down in front. Where'd he go? Pretty sure there's one. There he is. Yeah. There we are again. Okay, let's check. Boats near me. Algoma Innovator. Let's check its position. This is not as big, but where is it? Shell. It's coming towards us though. Yeah, probably about 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes. So I'm going to come in for a landing. Try not to scare the people that are fishing. There I am. Right there. Yeah, this is good. Clear. Right there. All there. Bring it down. Ah, gotcha. Lovely, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing. All right, I'm just going to get out here, land, and get ready for the next one. Okay. Yeah, so we've got a few minutes. Beautiful day at my office. Good job. Good job. The DJI Mini 2 has done good for us again. I'm going to take that battery out. Even though we were down to about 36%. We want to have a full battery for the next one coming. Which I think I kind of see it there. And if you're going to get, into the drone, like the DJI Mini 2 is a great choice. Get the Flymore combo. You get 3 batteries, charger, nice carrying case, extra propellers, which I haven't had to use mine yet, but the day's coming because I fly like every day right now, so I should check them. Let's get this new battery in here. Get the new battery in. Now this battery actually came from the Mavic Mini, which is the predecessor to this. And the batteries from the Mavic Mini will work in the Mini 2, but the batteries from the Mini 2 will not work in the Mavic Mini. They're different battery, they're different make as well, but I think they were smart and they did that. They're like, okay, you bought the Mavic Mini, we won't want to shortchange you there if you're upgrading, but we don't want you to downgrade either. Does that make sense? Pretty sure. So, we got that ready to go. I'm just going to take my googles, just always inspect not every time, but a lot of times, just inspect the propellers to make sure they're not worn or bent, and make sure there's no debris in the brushes of the motors. I've been very, very far. I've never had any issues. Yeah, I just give the inspection and check the battery, even though it says it's already full. I check it in here, and yeah, we're good to go. So it's off right now because I don't want to leave it on while we're waiting for this to come by. Which it's getting closer. It's got to be. All right. Let's get the binoculars out. Wherever I put them. probably underneath everything else. Right there, just like I said. It's nice to have binoculars because you keep your visual line of sight. And whoops, if you do kind of lose track, the binoculars help you, or you can look up. You can go, I think is that it, or is that a bird? And you can check your ships as well. Sure. I always try. There's a bunch. Oh, there's a guy in a sea having fun. We're probably about 7 minutes away, 5 minutes maybe, for the next ship coming along. I've been pretty fortunate, right? I'm going to shut my controller off too, just to save some battery power. But hello, welcome. Nice to have you here joining me on Deals with David, kind of a last minute broadcast. I hope you'll say hello. Please say hello in the chat. Oh, I can't type. Thought I would have seen it by now. What did I type? I didn't have my glasses on. There we go. If you're enjoying the broadcast, do me a favor and the follow button. They've moved it. It's either below or you still have to hover above. But find that follow button and give it a click so you get notified whenever I go live, which is typically 5 days a week. I didn't make it live yesterday. I had some technical issues, but I'm back. Was doing some other stuff, and then I was checking my app, and I'm like, "Ooh, there's a big ship coming! I gotta go check that out." And we got one. See, these guys are out here with their fishing rods, fishing for fish. I'm out here fishing for ships. Hey, let me know if you have a drone. What kind of drone is it? Even if it's not a DJI drone, I'd love to hear about your drone adventures. What kind of flights do you do? How long have you been flying? Let me know in the comments or in the chat. If you're watching on my YouTube channel or my Facebook, I appreciate you being here, but I don't typically monitor the comments. It's hard to monitor comments in 4 different places. But if you come on over here to my amazon.com/shop/davburrows, then I'll be able to see your comments, and you'll get more of an experience of what I'm talking about here with the products that I'm talking about here. Right now, the DJI Mini 2 Flymore combo. Oh, this guy must have got caught in his. What's he doing? Let's find out. Oh, he's unraveling his fishing rod. There you go. I was never much. I fished a bit when I was a kid, but haven't really done that in a long time. For sure. But welcome to Deals with David. Glad to have you here. Got my coffee here. I'm good that way. I think I see a ship coming. I got some trees in the way. But we get that. We're going to be good to go here again in a minute. Let's have some coffee while we can. Coffee makes everything better. I'm pretty sure. So where are you watching from? You guys, I always like to know what part of the world you're watching from. This is my office. It's absolutely beautiful where I'm at. I'll give you kind of a. I'll turn it around here. There's my office. This is my office. These guys are fishing. There's our guy. He's fixing his fishing rod. Right. This is my office regularly. Regularly. Right. Love to hear from you guys and love to get to know you. And if it's not the drone you're interested in, if there's other products in the carousel that you want me to talk about while I'm flying the drone, that's okay too. I'm here to answer your questions. And do me a favor, smash the follow button. That really means a lot to me when I know you're following. All right, yeah, it's coming there. Let's go back to my marine app for a minute. While we can, I'm pretty sure that's a boat. It's not a boat, ship. I've gotten in trouble before for saying, it's not a boat, it's a ship. I get it. Algoma Innovator. Pretty sure right there, position. I use this, it's called Marine Traffic App. Yeah, it's coming to St. Louis here. It's not far away. Just get my binoculars out and check again. Make sure that's the right one. I got trees in the way. So I want to kind of get ahead of it this time. The last one I was catching it and zoomed. Yeah. I don't think this one's moving as fast. She's moving about 9.8 knots. And the other one, she's moving about 9.8. Yeah, the other one's going faster. I don't care what it says. And we might get another one here. The American Integrity. We might get two ships passing here, which would be cool. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we could catch these two. Well, you know what'll happen, I'll tell you. We'll get done with this one coming along and we'll land and then we'll get another one. We're going to get like a 3 for today, which is cool. The next one's the Algoma Innovator. Did I miss it? Beautiful day. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Would you say hello in the chat? Let me know that you're actually listening. I would think I would see it by now. I'm just gonna step out and look here with my binoculars. All right. Hard to believe a big ship like that can hide behind this little tree. Here we go. We're going to get back up in the air again. All right. All right. And we've got some other sea-doo and boats that are going to get in the water, so we're going to get some action here. So hope you guys
The
are
home
ready.
point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
She's coming good and strong there. All right. What's the view we want to give you this time? Huh. I think it's that one. Right? Ready, Freddy? Here we go. Whoops.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check.
Just gonna give her a minute to. Up, and away. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. The highest height that we're allowed to go is 120 meters, which is about 400 feet. That's a pretty good height right there. 66 meters. Our blue water bridges that we have down here are 47 meters in height, which is pretty high. So we're not troubling anybody. We're not getting in their way. Isn't that beautiful? All right, well, I got time. I'm going to stop there, switch over to photo, get some pics. That's a beautiful shot right there. Maybe just a little. And snappy-doo. Snappy-doo. Go back to video, and away we go. Let's get closer. We're not going to bother anybody. If I zoom in a bit, see if we can do that. Let it go by. Let it go by. Come on a bit. Let it go by as we turn around. Not bother anybody. Tell me that's cool. We're doing about 21 kilometers and trying to keep up. I'm right in front of me there. There I am. going right in front of us right now, which is awesome. Flying sideways, trying to keep up. All right. It's kind of going along with him there. Sun's a bit in my eyes, but I can still see me over there. Get herself up in the air. A little more. Have a look down.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
Yep. Not quite, but she's giving us a warning. Rear down. Keeping an eye on our battery level. We're still doing really well there. There's that tiny little dot over there. I'm about where I'm ready to say, okay, thank you very much. But I want to get positioned for a nice picture. Stop recording for a sec. Real quickly. And up like that. And more. Yep. Thank you. Let's try to zoom in. Get this zoomed in shot and ready, set, and go. Love it. I do. As far as I can go without losing my visual. One eye there. Look, it's just a beautiful sight though. The sun's shining on that and everything. Yeah. So happy right now. Hey MC, how you doing? Yeah, really cool, eh? Very, very cool. I don't think anybody else on Amazon's flying the drones. Just want to keep going. But I'm having trouble. I'm starting to lose. Oops, sorry. Almost want to get a couple more pictures. I could just. Alright. Enough of playtime. Should be another one coming soon, though. If I am correct. We've still got lots of power, so. Let me check the Marine app. Let's see what else we got near me here. Okay, we got the Algona Innovator, American Integrity. That's one coming this way, I think. Which is cool. Position. Yeah, that's like Cathcart Park. And we're like down here. Yeah. Yeah, we got a few minutes away from that one. So we can do some flying. More flying. That's actually a nice picture right there. What do you think, MC? Not sure I'm the only one. I haven't seen any other Amazon influencers flying the drone right in the stream. I've seen them talking about it. I mean, I don't need to be the only one. I haven't seen anybody else. So if you know of another one, let me know. I'd like to check them out. Like on Amazon. I know not YouTube and that, but yeah. And there's another ship coming back this way. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. Probably about 7 minutes away. What's new in your world today, MC? We got some sea doers out there. This guy over here has got a speedboat going in the water. That's gonna be cool. Whoops. I have to zoom in. Yep, there they go. Pretty cool. Having fun. Still burning hot. How long can I hover there? Well, as long as the battery will let me. So you can get about 30 minutes flight. Depends on the weather. It's a little windy today, about 12-kilometer winds. So you get about 20 minutes, right? And I'm sort of following them. I'm not really hovering. But I mean, you can just go up and hover and sit there for as long as the battery will last, right? So, yeah, it cooled down a little bit for us last night. We were into like 40, 45 degrees Celsius, which is pretty hot for around this area. Like we do get nice weather here where I live in southwestern Ontario, Canada. Like, it does get warm in Canada. It's not the Great White North all the time. Ooh, making us dizzy. But like, I'm not far away. Where am I? Just make sure I can still see me. Where'd you go? Oh, there I am. Tiny little dot in the sky. But I have enough battery power that I could take a sip of my coffee, sit there and hover for a little bit. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but I have probably one a day. Any more than that, my body doesn't like it. We're doing pretty good here today. Actually, I'm going to check the wind. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. That's an old Disney tune. It says 11-kilometer winds. I'm buying that. Heat warning, 17-kilometer gusts. So it's fair enough. It's decent for flying, especially with this. I'd normally have my windows down and I'd shut the van off so I'm not wasting gas, but it's pretty hot out there, so I didn't want the air running. And I just filled up with gas, so what the heck. bird? No, that's me. We've got some time to kill before the next ship comes down. We're going to get 3 today, which is very cool. Right about there. Come down. Oops. There I am. Little dot right there. That's hilarious. But if what I'm doing right now is I'm going to show you. Let's wait for a minute. There we are. Oh, well, I can zoom in here. Watch this. What do I know about the restrictions? Hey, Lil Xan. Was watching you last night, I think. What do you know about the restrictions DJI puts in for no-fly zones? Well, the government puts in the restrictions. DJI puts it into their app. And I can tell you, like around here, we have a few, like one major airport, like it's a town airport, but there's a few other little ones around, some helipads, and it won't let you take off. If you're in a no-fly zone, it won't let you take off. Emily Colin started following. Thank you so much. Appreciate the follow. That's super awesome. So you have to register your drone, right? Well, here in Canada, because the drone weighs less than 250 grams, you do not have to register the drone and you do not have to have a license. So this drone I'm flying is not registered. Now, that being said, I do have a license, even though not required. I said, I want to learn about the hobby. I want to know more. So do that. And it's another educational accomplishment. Check what it's like in the United States. I know it's similar. I think the FAA has started putting in something like a small questionnaire that you should be able to answer. Um, but you want to check your local legal listings. So I hope I answered everybody's question there. So DJI is very compliant, and like if I wasn't able to fly here, it would not let me. Would not let me. There are restricted zones where you can reach out and ask for permission, and you do that all right from the app. See, there's my van. That's me in the van. All right there. I'm zooming in 4 times, and I'm out 211 meters at the moment, right? So our fishing buddies are leaving us, so we won't scare them when we come in for a landing now. And I'm going to come in for a landing because we're getting down to 26%. Whoop, way out there. Just stop, take a picture of me. Why not take a picture of yourself, right? Whoops. Cool. Let's come in. Nice picture. Give me 1 sec, MC, and I'll answer your question there. Oops. Just want to keep an eye on me. Cool or what? This guy over here. I thought he was putting a speedboat in the water, but maybe not. All right. So we're going to come in. There I am right there. Hang on, guys. So there you go. Flight 2 of the day complete. She did us good again. Love it. I'm going to turn our controller off. Just want to keep it in the shade. How did you get the license? Did you train with someone or just paperwork? Well, here in Canada, it's Transport Canada, and honestly, there's no manual. Like, there's no send me a manual. Like, here's how to drive a car, kind of thing. And you can't get the questions anywhere. Now, there is a Canadian app. There's probably an American app that will help you train. I basically, but it wasn't easy. But I went on the Transport Canada site and I looked and I read and I studied. I just kind of studied what I thought. Well, there was a little bit of guidance, but like I say, there was no manual, so you kind of had to figure it out. Now in the States, it's a little bit different. I watch a guy from New Jersey on YouTube. His name's Rick. He goes by Drone Valley. Go watch him. He's awesome. He's in New Jersey. And he's probably one of the largest drone channels on YouTube. Great guy. Great guy. Can you also fly it in your house to practice? I don't recommend flying it in your house. How do I know this? I just do. Don't fly it in your house. Get your drone, go out to a big field with no wires around or whatever, no people around, and just practice. And just get up in the air, hover right in front of yourself, go left and right, try to do some figure eights, and just get comfortable with the controls, right? We're anxious to get it up in the air and fly and go, but that'd be like hopping on a motorcycle for the first time and trying to race a motorcycle, or driving a car for the first time and then the next day riding in the NASCAR. It's just not probably going to happen. So I just recommend you get out there, like I say, get in the field, take your time, practice, get comfortable with your drone, get comfortable with it being up in the air. I don't know what you're like, but I know the first few times I flew it, and the first few times my son flew it before me, and it was up in the air and it was way over there, and I was like, oh, is this thing gonna? I had some anxiety, right? So you really got to get comfortable with it. So take your time. Like, I flew over water a little bit last year. It took me a while, but now I'm just up in the air and I'm flying because I know what it's capable of doing. I'm comfortable with my pilot experience. Have fun, but usually when things go wrong, it's pilot error. It's not the technology. So, hope that helps. Was it hot to the touch when you grabbed it? No. It just comes down. I mean, it's a little warm depending on how hard it was flying in the air, but no, it wasn't really. Is the Mavic Air 2 worth the extra cost? Hello, M. Dave. Welcome. Nice to see so many people here. And just before I answer his question, like, if you're here and you're getting any value out of this live stream, find the follow button. It's either down below or you got to hover over. Please hit the follow button. I'm trying to get to 2,000 followers by September 1st. And when I get that, I'm going to have some kind of a big giveaway. I don't know what yet. Maybe a drone. Who knows? But that's a ways away. But free way to support the channel is hit the follow button. So, is the Mavic Air 2 worth the extra cost? My first question would be, what's the purpose of you having a drone? That's your first question you got to ask yourself. What am I trying to accomplish? The DJI Mini 2 has 4K video at 30 frames per second, or 1080p at 60 or 30. What you just saw me flying at is 1080p at 30 frames per second. It's a pretty awesome camera. The Mavic Air 2 can probably handle some larger winds, but the Mini 2 will handle up to about 30 km/h winds, whatever that translates to. I don't know. What's that? 23 to 25 mile an hour winds. But I don't fly, even though I don't fly when it's 20, 22 kilometers an hour. That's about as far as I go with it. Because what happens is when it's up in the air, if you're flying in 30 km winds, it will do it, but it's really got to work hard, which means more battery usage, which means less flight time, 10 minutes flight time. And honestly, a bit more of a risk of a flyaway. And you don't want to fly as far away. So, the Mini 2 does not have follow me mode, nor does the Mavic Mini. A lot of people are like, how come it's capable of doing it? It's capable of doing it. And the reason I know that is because built into the app, the Mini 2 has built-in, what do they call them? Like they're like a template. So one will do, you can pick a target, like that lighthouse that you saw, and go orbit. And it'll look at it and it'll keep its eye on the target and it'll fly around it. Or it'll fly back. There's a couple different droney and I forget what they're called. Quick shots. There you go. So we know that it has the capability of focusing on a target. But the DJI Mini 2 doesn't have avoidance sensors around it. It has one on the bottom. So the reason they haven't put the follow me mode in, to my understanding, is follow me mode, no sensors, go for a walk, la la la, it's following me, oops, tree, bam. So if you need that, then I guess you got to go up. Or there's a third-party app called DroneLink that you can purchase for about $20, and it will do it. So you can look into that. This has a 12 megapixel camera. I believe the Mavic Air is 40 or 40. I can't remember. So I guess it really comes down to features. What are you really looking for? Would it be nice to fly in faster winds? Would it be nice to have Follow Me built in? How often are you really going to use Follow Me? How often? I'm really happy with the Mini 2. Yeah. Casual and YouTube videos. $599 US for the Fly More combo, or what is the Mavic Air? 1200 or 800 or 9? I don't know. I don't remember. I fly on Amazon Live. I do some video for personal, some photography for personal. The only real huge difference between the Mavic Mini and the Mini 2 is better camera, flies better in the wind, it's stronger, a little bit longer flight time. The 4K video camera was not really a deal breaker for me. I don't record in 4K because when you go to edit, you better have a good computer for editing 4K video. It takes harder to process, all that sort of stuff. And most people online are not watching video in 4K. If you're uploading to Facebook for any, you can't do more than 1080p video on Facebook anyway. You can upload 4K video on YouTube. So if you want that option for your viewers, okay, but how many subscribers do you have? 1080p is probably enough. Just saying. I know I'm babbling on about it, but that's a long-winded answer. Hey, Lil. Hello. How are you? I'm doing great. I was watching your. I think you were the one that was doing. Were you doing microphone? You were doing an Amazon Live late last night, late last night for me. Is that the other ship? There's another ship coming. Awesome. Awesome. We're gonna do another demo. So if you're not following yet, do me a huge favor. Welcome to the channel. But the way to support the channel is to click that follow button, So you get notified when I go live. I'm here 5 days a week, usually twice a day. I played a bit of hooky yesterday. Sorry about that, but it was a techie day. Yeah, this one's coming down. I'll give it about another 5 minutes. It'll be right about time here. We're going to catch 3 ships today. I love it. The sensors seemed like the features I was most interested in. Big costume. Yeah. Why? Like, what kind of videos you're going to shooting? Like you say, casual, but like, what would you be flying around? Because if you're doing like what I'm doing, where I can fly, 1,500 meters and still see the dot in the sky, and I'm flying around here, and that's it, and it's a wide open lake or a wide open field, what do you need sensors for? It really comes down to you got to weigh the features, right? What's important to you? I'd love a Ferrari. How often am I going to drive it? And how much money are you willing to spend, right? You know what's really funny? Have you heard of the DeLorean, right? Do you know what his first wife, you know what her last name was? I can't remember her first name. But he was DeLorean. Her last name was Ferrari. That's marketing for you. Yeah, another ship coming down here, so that's awesome. Let's see. I'm going to check the name of this ship. No ship. Where to go? Oh, there it is. Let's have a look-see. What is this one called? Near me. Geez, we might get another one too. Is this American Integrity? It's going about 9 knots. He was tooting his horn there a minute ago. All right. I'm getting there. Getting a wee bit closer. And Tennessee, USA, and lots of trees. Like you said, most areas are pilot. Yeah, I mean, even lots of trees. Like, you can get up above a tree pretty quick. FPV googles look really cool. Goggles. Yeah, for sure. They do look cool. I know my son's like excited. He's like, "Oh, Dad, you should get that." I'm like, "Yeah, I should buy that for you to play with." No. This one's coming down here. About 9 knots. That little boat better get out of the way. So we're going to get up here and fly again here in a minute. Got some more boats launching. Getting ready to launch. So we'll get up here in a minute. I should check my, let's see where we're at here. Ooh. Let's start charging. Oops. One of the nice things you can do is there's a setting here on the app to charge your phone using the battery of the controller, which is very cool. So I'm down to about 26%, which I didn't realize. So while this will be a good flight, it could be a short flight. But we'll see. You'd like to see me fly that one also, the FPV, yeah. Lil, I'm good. How are you? So again, for those of you just joining, and if you're hanging out, do me a favor, hover over, find that follow button and give it a smash so you get notified whenever I go live here. 5 days a week I'm here, typically twice a day. I played hooky yesterday. I'm probably only getting around to doing one today, but yeah, this one's coming down pretty good. Give it another minute or two, and then I'll get us up in the air. Kind of want to keep my phone charging. Should have been charging while I was gabbing. So do I fly for commercial, photos, video, fun? Both. I mean, Amazon here. This is for fun, but I mean, I do earn commissions when you come here and you buy something out of the carousel. Even if you don't buy something out of the carousel, if you click on a product and then you surf and buy something else, as long as you started here, I'll earn a commission. So you can support the channel that way. I do fly for fun too. I do a little bit of commercial stuff, some real estate stuff, some. I do live streaming as well. We've got lawn tractor racing, which is big out here in my area. It's big in the States too. And we live stream that and we fly the drone up in the air over the track, kind of like NASCAR. So it's pretty cool that way, right? So a little bit of both. It's fun for me no matter what. So you said you can charge your phone with controller. Yeah. So actually, I could probably pull that up. Let me show you. Okay. So when I go into this mode, I go under control and scroll. Well, it'll be like this, but then I scroll down and I can turn it on and off. So I turn it on, and now it's using this controller as a battery pack to charge my phone. They had it in there where it did it automatically for a while, and then they updated the firmware and it was gone and you couldn't do it at all, and everybody complained, and so they brought it back, and yeah, it's a really good option to have. Because some people were like, my phone's charged fully. I don't want it using the battery of this, right? But now they've got the option back in there. Okay, let's get up in the air. Reach.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
All right, so we can take off here.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
All right. Just about in front of us here. You can see right there. Can you see it? No, maybe not. It's right there. There she is. Once again, our beautiful ship. You see me? Pretty good right there. Skies have cleared up for me. Where to go? You blink and you can lose yourself for a minute, right? All right, we're in there pretty good. Could zoom in a little to save us a bit of a trip. And if you can zoom in, you're really saving having to fly further. There we go. Get there in. Where'd I go? Oh, there it is. Kind of nice to have this beauty down by us here. The St. Clair River, which is connected to the Great Lakes, Lake Huron. And what you're looking at on land there, that is the good old US of A. I'm right on the border. How awesome is that? The American Integrity. And then what I do with this stuff too is I take it and I repurpose it and I'll put it on my YouTube channel. All right. Zoom out a little bit. All right. So now I'm just sitting there. I'll let it go by us. So I'm just floating. Where am I? Right there. Oh, is that it? No. There I am. You see birds flying around, right? So you're kind of like, oh. It's like right in front of us now. I'm going to get around to the back over here. Another nice view. Oh. That's something. Let's zoom in on her here. See that? American Integrity. Now I'm going to stop the video real quick because I want to zoom. Yeah, there we go. Get some photos. People love the photos. Get some good light in there. It's not too bad. Beautiful site. There I am. I'm going to get up high. So we don't bother anybody. As high as we legally can, right about there. Let's see if we can catch her. Doing 35 clicks here trying to catch her. She's moving pretty good. She's probably moving about 25 clicks.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
Yes. And I'm going to stop the video there because I want to get a picture of that too. See what this does. Too close. Lovely. Couple of shots. How could you not enjoy getting out and flying your kite? This is a new kite to fly, right? All right. Thank you, American Integrity. We give you a nice knot. Actually, you know, some more picture opportunity coming here. Let's go over here. Get the island in the background. Back up. There's my little speck in the sky. One more long shot. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. So this Mini is the latest one of its model. This is the Mini 2. The Mini SE just came out, which is kind of between the Mavic Mini and the Mini 2. A little different price point. A little less features, but if you want to get up in the air, I don't have it in the carousel. I should. But I'd say this is, for staying under a 250 gram drone, this is the best bang for your buck right now. They are coming out with, okay, let me just get our bearings here. See how you can do that? Let me get rid of this crap. So this is, the blue line is where we've been. And the red line, if we wanted to, it's just like, okay, take us home. Home, James. Yeah, Mini 2. For sub drone. DJI makes a lot more drones, but if you want to get up in the air, under 250 grams, casual, budget friendly, fly more combo. And DJI did not send me product. They've never paid me to talk about their product. This, just in my opinion, is the way to go to get started. Reddit was 2019 tech. I'm not sure what you mean by it. Like, it's been around. The DJI Mini 2 came out in November of last year. And they expanded on some tech. It uses Wi-Fi technology, but it's enhanced Wi-Fi. It's not like the Wi-Fi you use at home on your internet. And they also created the OcuSync technology, which gives you further, stronger video transmission. So 2000, even if it is 2019 tech, have you seen what I've been able to do with this thing today? It's great tech. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. I think I know what you mean, but. And then it comes down to, like, do you want a Ferrari? Because if you want a Ferrari, then you pay Ferrari prices. To me, this is a nice little sports car, an affordable sports car for anybody who wants to get set into the hobby. Yeah, pointing you back home, right? It's great. You can actually, got 47 minutes. Let me check my phone power here. Yeah, okay, we'll get back here soon. You can change the, so there's like the satellite view. So it shows the water and everything. You can have the mixed view. And you can have the standard view, which is what we're in right now. Yeah, it's very, very convenient. I don't know if I've ever gotten a nice picture of that. So I'm going to stop that there. I'm going to switch over here. Let's get a nice picture of that. It's pretty cool. Okay, putting his boat in the water. If you hold the function button down and move in the track wheel, you can actually zoom in casually. Husband and wife there, and the kids coming out for a boat ride. Pretty awesome. I sort of came around on boats in my life and always thought I might want one, but then I learned a long time ago, make friends with people who have boats. Let's say your phone dies. What would you need to do if you can't charge your phone? How would you get the drone back to you? So that's a great question. It really is. You don't have to have the phone to fly the drone. It lets you see, and of course, it records for you. But if I were to lose power to my phone, I could still press the return to home button and it will come home. It remembers the return to home, like it sets that in the GPS in the phone, but it remembers it here and in the drone. So if the phone died and I press the return to home button, it will come back home, and then I can keep an eye, and then I could interrupt it and I can land it, or to land itself wherever its home is, right? Does that make sense? Super awesome question, though. Let's switch over to, let's see how, get some great pictures here. That's a really cool question. Thanks for asking that. All right, we're going to come in and land. I try to, like, although we're not breaking any laws, I try to you know, there's some people down here. I don't want to zoom over their head and they go, oh, you know, I don't want to scare anybody, right? So, somebody there's out for a. Today's Thursday, and I think some people are just starting their weekend sooner. Especially if you're home for the day, you're not working today, and kids are not quite back in school yet. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? All right, I gotta pay attention here a little more while I come in for this landing. While I make you dizzy. Sorry about that. That's actually a nice picture right there too. So let's stop. Let's do that. Ba-ding, ba-ding. It's a nice picture. All right. Bring it home, James. One of the cool features as well is this function button. So if I double tap it twice, it goes all the way down. If I double tap it again, all the way back up to eye level, just to make you dizzy. Right? Okay, so we're gonna come down. See me right about there. Let's get more in front of me here. So I know where I am. Right about there. There we are. Sneaking our way home. There I am. Hello. Fisherman's like, hey, what's that in here? Hang on, guys. Mwah. Home sweet home. Sweet and it can land itself. Yeah, I mean, it lands itself. It'll come back. So, okay, let me get this off. Let me explain. So these are great questions, and I appreciate you asking the questions. I really do. These are good questions. I'm just gonna take that out. So I want to charge my phone. The phone bust the phone. Oh, that was the plane bust the plane. Okay. Charge that up while we're gabbing. Let's put it there. Probably was it's getting a little hot because I had it in the sun. So let's charger, but put it down out of the way. So what happens is it takes the GPS, using the GPS in your phone, but the GPS and the controller working together, and it locates where you're taking off from. Because it doesn't have sensors all the way around it, it just has one underneath. You can set the return to home, or the RTH, the return to home point, to a certain height. So you look around you and you go, okay, the highest point around me is 40 meters in height. So what you can do is take off, fly up to that and go, okay, that's 40 meters in height. And then you can set it to return to home 50 meters. So when it hits the return to home, because the battery's low or you push the button, you've lost signal, whatever, it flies up to that height and then comes back home. And the reason it does that is because it doesn't have the sensors. If it flies up to the height above everything else around you, it's not going to hit anything, and then it'll come back. And when it gets to the return to home point where it took off, it starts coming down, right? And you can actually change the return to home point. Like if I was, like for example, I'm under some trees here, so when I take off, it says home point has been updated. I fly out of just a couple of feet out in front where there's a clear area, and then I update the home point in the app, and it knows that's the new home point. So it will come back, it will fly, it will land itself. You can, while it's returning to home, you can steer it different directions, so you can be turning or whatever, and then you can cancel the return to home. Like I've done it where I see the return to home and it's coming back, and then I take over control and I land it myself. So yes, all of that is built right in there. What does IMU attitude haha air? I'm not sure what it stands for. Basically, I disconnected the controller. Like I turned the controller off, or I turned the drone off, so the controller couldn't find it anymore. So it's like, oh, an error. It's an IMU. What does it stand for? It means it lost contact with the drone. But I had, only because I had it right here, right? So there you go. These are great questions, though. So when are you buying your drone? Coffee good. Coffee good. What's going on here? So there you go. So I hope that's answered a lot of your questions, and for those of you who are watching, if you haven't done it yet, please take the time and hit that follow button so you get notified. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful for everybody who comes around, and MC and M Dave and whoever else. I really appreciate the questions in the chat. It gives me somebody to talk to instead of just flying my drone. It's kind of nice, right? And if I can help you out, that's the cool part of it. So I'm going to just take. Oh, I'm starting to get a weak signal here of my internet, which I'm not sure why. So we're going to put the drone away here. There's the bag, the waterproof bag. I really thought of so much here. DJI has done really well at listening to its customers, the features they want. I would encourage you to get the Mini 2 if you're getting started. I will say this. I know that they're getting ready, if they don't already have it ready, a DJI Mini 3. I mean, they just keep making them better, right? I don't know when. My guess is around November. That's when this one came out, after the Mavic Mini. Christmas time, you know. Will it have more features? Probably. You know, they don't make them worse. They just keep making them better. I have no insight as to what it will include. I'm going to guess maybe some sensors. Maybe a little more improvement on the camera, like 4K at 60 frames instead of 4K at 30 frames. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe if it had the sensors built into it, then they might likely add follow me mode, right? Which seems to be a big deal for a lot of people. But I think it's nice to have it if you're doing tons of filming, I guess. But how often are you really going to use that feature? You know, somebody's getting ready to fire his boat up pretty good there. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I suspect probably by like October that they'll probably release some of what's coming, but I don't wait. I bought the Mavic Mini, was really happy with it, and no disappointment at all. The Mini 2 came out, 4K camera, fly a little better winds, and I was like, yeah, okay. So, but I only honestly did it because I had a buddy of mine who wanted the Mavic Mini, so I sold him that, and then used some of that money towards a new one, right? So depends on your situation. The Mavic Mini would do you very well to get started too. There's still nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong with it at all. I know, right? I really want one now. Thanks a lot, David. You're welcome. Well, hey, when you decide, I hope you'll consider getting it from my carousel there. They really are a lot of fun. They're great. They're great. I fly with my son. He's interested. So if you got kids that might be interested, etc., whatever. It's therapy for me, quite honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But there you go. Not gonna lie. All right. Well, but that's it for me. I got to move on and do some other stuff. MC, thank you so much. M. Dave, yeah, thank you. M. Dave, if you haven't followed yet, do me a solid, man. Follow me. For all of you who are watching and you haven't followed yet, please. Do I sound desperate now? Anyway, give me a follow. I appreciate it. And stream's lagging. Yeah, okay. I think I started to get some weak signal here. But just in time, I got to go. I appreciate all of you so much, and I hope you'll come back. I might be here on the weekend, like tomorrow. We'll see. But until next time, stay safe.